Kia ora. Well, the South Island, the place to be this afternoon. Plenty of clear sky and sunshine for you. But you can see we've still got cloudy conditions from Christchurch up in towards this eastern side of the North Island. Some heavy falls of rain up, particularly across those northern parts of Hawke's Bay and towards Gisborne. Drier and brighter out towards the western side of the North Island. Places like Auckland, the Coromandel, perhaps even the Bay of Plenty looking pretty decent. Still a few showers pushing through here. But the wetter weather around parts of Hawke's Bay and up in towards Gisborne at Tairāwhiti. And more cloud and showers still pushing through Cook Strait and up in towards Wellington to end the day as well. Now, we've had plenty of rainfall up in places like the Wairoa district through the end of December, and the start of January has been pretty wet as well. We'll keep hold of a heavy rain watch for the region through the rest of Monday and even in towards the early hours of Tuesday morning as well, with that rain being pushed in and up by the low pressure situated just about here, and those winds feeding that rain onto the coast as we head through the rest of today. You can see, though, for the other parts of the country, things are a little bit drier and clearer through the night time down south. Plenty of clear sky. Even through the night time, we'll keep hold of more showers and longer spells of rain around that eastern coast of the North Island. But generally, the further west you are, the clearer it will be. Places like the Coromandel and Waikato, it's generally staying dry through the night with some good clear skies. But the South Island, looking like a dry, clear one. Temperatures here a little bit on the cool side, especially in places like Canterbury. 6s and 7s through there, but even through those central parts of the North Island. Lows of around about 9 degrees in Taupo. A cool night to come, and with a heads up, we've got some more cold nights as we head towards the end of this week, back in those southwesterly winds. Looking at tomorrow, now for Tuesday, we start off with some clear skies down south. There's more wet weather feeding north as that next front runs towards us. These areas of rain will start to ease off on the eastern side of the North Island, leaving behind a drier night there. But you can see by the end of the day that wet weather has creeped up through parts of Westland and even in towards Canterbury, where we could find one or two heavier falls of rain across those southern parts, those inland areas, and perhaps even a rumble of thunder to end the day across southern Canterbury and down towards the Mackenzie country. For the North Island, though, we start off with those cloudy conditions from, say, Taranaki up in towards the eastern parts of the country, in towards Tairāwhiti and Gisborne. We'll still keep hold of some showers, and we'll find they just start to become more isolated through the afternoon, become more confined towards the ranges more than anything else. If you're in Auckland, up in towards Northland, generally a dry, fine-looking day. There's more cloud being pushed on towards these western-facing coasts. So on the eastern side, more sunshine for you, and perhaps a little bit warmer than you'll find out towards the west. But generally towards the end of the day, it's an improving story for all of us. Even some clearer skies down towards Wellington, and perhaps even a bit of afternoon sunshine for us as well. As we go through the daytime, we'll find the warmest temperatures around places like the Bay of Plenty and perhaps about those eastern parts of Northland, where we could find temperatures reaching highs of 24, 25 degrees Celsius, but cooler still here in Wellington, 20 degrees, but a bit more in the way of sunshine through the afternoon, hopefully feeling a little bit brighter than it has been. Overnight temperatures, I think, still going to be on the cool side, and like I say, keep an eye on those as we head through the night, as we head through the week, with some cooler nights by the time we head through towards Friday and the weekend. Down on the South Island, we start off with some clear skies, a little bit more cloud through parts of Canterbury first thing and skirting the Kaikoura coast. But generally for most of us, it's a fine, dry, sunny start. The next front, though, runs up from the south. You can see these areas of blue, that wet weather feeding in towards Fiordlands, Southland, Otago as we head through the daytime, bringing some cooler air back with us. And I think by the end of the day, we'll find that wet weather runs in towards Canterbury. By evening time, perhaps even as far north as Christchurch. The heaviest rain, though, inland, southern parts of Canterbury, we could find some pretty intense bursts of rain, perhaps even the odd rumble of thunder, just to finish the day. Now, although we have got that cold air coming back towards us, we should still find some pretty high temperatures through parts of central Otago through the daytime. But it's worth saying there's some cooler air. I think that's probably the highest we'll get to this week. As we go into places like Christchurch, highs of 20 degrees Celsius, not looking too bad. 22 up there in Blenheim, 24 in Invercargill. But I think with that southerly change arriving just after lunch, your highest temperature is probably around about 1 at 2 o'clock, and then things start to be a little bit cooler as those winds turn southerly. On in towards Wednesday, you can see this front now, this area of blue, runs up towards the north side. Another wet day around the middle parts there for Wellington. A wet looking Wednesday, and that rain feeding northwards on towards the north side, particularly again for those eastern areas. Might find some showers, though, springing up through the Bay of Plenty and Taupo, but generally a drier, clearer day out towards the west. Down the South Island, some cooler air back with us, but generally a drier end to the day on Wednesday once that rain moves away towards the north. As always, you can find the latest forecast and updates over at metservice.com.